Hi guys, this is Rocketreach scraper. As you just saw, new lines got added. I'll just scroll down so that you can see when next lines get added. Pay attention that my cursor will remain right here and I won't be doing anything, and still new lines will keep on adding because I have written a scraper which is running in the background, which I'll show you here. Just for demonstration, I am displaying it over here. So there are some errors, but this is running right now. Rocketreach API scraping, and the thing is automated here in uh, Chrome browser, which is controlled by Selenium. So as you can see, there are 5,167 rows right now of leads data, and this will automatically go to the next page. Right now you can see, based on my filters, I have 5,051 to 5,100 leads over here. See, it went to the next page automatically, and it will load the leads of next page. If you use Rocketreach, you would know that Rocketreach is very slow, and that's why I have given a 50 seconds of wait time after every page loads, and then I scrape the lead data. Right now I'm not clicking on get contact info or view more because I'm on the base plan, which gives me just 120 leads. As you can see here, 128 leads, so 102 of them are remaining. I have also done the automation for clicking on get contact info or view more and scrape other relevant data. Right now I'm just scraping the URL of the lead, the name of the lead, the current position of the lead, current employer, current location, and the website of the lead, and the domain of the company that they are from. If we click on get contact info, we can get two more data, which is email, work email, personal email, and mobile number if it is available on Rocketreach. It's not necessary to click on view more, but if you click on view more, and then the data which we get, that is also accessible without clicking on view more, and we can scrape that data as well. Right now we see there is not much data available, but see, in this case it is available: the past experiences, the education history, and the skills that the lead has. These three things can also be scraped, and in some leads here on the right hand side, the option comes where their additional emails or their past emails are also included. So all of it can be scraped very easily using this scraper. And yeah, that's it. So it's automatically paginates whatever filter you have applied. That filter will generate some amount of leads. For me it is 7,000 leads. So the more you scrape leads on Rocketreach, the slower it becomes. So I've seen that after 2,500 scrapes, after 2,500 leads are scraped, the scraper breaks because it becomes very slow. Rocketreach doesn't even respond with the leads data, but you can restart the scraper right from there, and it will start scraping from where it stopped. So that's how it's working. So last time when we were on the seat page, like where we had Excel data, you saw that 45167 something leads data we had. Yeah, 5167 till here it was. So let's see now how many has been added. So if you scroll down, you will see now it is at 5367, and the page number also will be relevant to that. You see 5300. So some data, because it is 60 higher than this, because some data gets repeated, some pages get repeated. I told you, right, ki it breaks after 2500. So for me, after 2500 it broke once, after 2200 only it broke. I ran the scraper again, it went to 4700 something, and now this is third iteration of the running the scraper. So per minute right now I'm scraping around uh, 50 leads from Rocketreach without their email and mobile number. If you want with email and mobile number, the speed per minute that I would recommend would be only 3 to 4 maximum, because you have to click on get info, get contact info, and then wait for the response from the Rocketreach server. So that further slows down things, and if you do aggressive scraping on Rocketreach, it will kind of block you. Even though you have a paid account, it will block you. they will say ki you are using bot or something like that, or it will become very slow. So an alternative is like you can have a contact list, right? I heard from one guy that Rocketreach charges extra for downloading stuff. So if you want to avoid that, what you can do is, if your team has manually clicked on get contact info, let's say of 500 600 contacts, and you want to scrape it, you don't want to waste time copying every single thing of the lead, right? You can use this scraper and get all the data in the structured format without clicking on get contact info or anything, at just a fraction of cost that Rocketreach would charge you. I've heard they charge a lot for downloading also, and they limit how many downloads you can have. So yeah. So all the 7,000 data leads have been scraped now. This looks little unclean, so what I would do is select all, and there is some option over here to clip the view. So now you can see that overflow will not be there, it is clipped now. Also there would be some data duplicacy. As you can see, there are 7,370 rows, but ideally there should have been only 7,212 rows, because those many data leads only Rocketreach provided. So let's clean the data. For that we will do data and then data cleanup, then remove duplicates, and I would say, yeah, we have data header row, and we only want to use LinkedIn URL as the identifier of unique data rows, because two leads with the same LinkedIn URL either won't be correct or they won't exist. So I'll remove duplicates. As you can see, 1771 duplicate rows were found and they have been removed. So now we'll only be left with 5598 unique rows, which is fine. Okay, so website data is not clean. You can see there are square brackets, then there are apostrophe, and we need to remove this to make it clean. Some websites might have two values. See, the first one has ritascorp.com and hooper.com. So this needs to be cleaned, and for that we'll use the substitute formula here. So we'll use substitute, and from h1 row we shall remove opening square bracket and replace it with instead a empty string, and now this will provide us some result, right? The result of this would pass as value to another substitute function. Let's type it here itself, because this will only remove opening square bracket and we need to remove the closing bracket also. So this function will provide something which would be without opening square brackets, and then from that function we need to remove the closing square brackets also. So here we'll provide closing square bracket and replace it with empty string. Again, we can call another substitute function within this, so that we can remove the apostrophe also. Let's do it here itself. I'll close this, I'll go back here, and I will write substitute again here. So three nested substitutes are being called. Now this result will be without both the square brackets, and we want to remove the apostrophe instances also and replace the apostrophes with empty this thing. We'll leave comma there because we need to distinguish between two websites if there are two values in any of the cells. So let's see if this works. I'm not sure if this is the best way to do this, but this should work. It did work, and we'll use the suggested autofill entirely. Now what we can do is we can copy this entire row using command C and paste it here as paste special values only, which is like command shift V. If you do, it will paste the values, and then you can remove this column. You can delete this or clear the cell values. So now this is our ready to use leads database. This leads database can now be enriched with email IDs and phone numbers from different lead generation tools So my recommended tools would be listed in the description of this video, and even on my website you'll find these details.